but very functional, very successful across Germany. So this one will do 120 kilometers per hour, which is 75 miles per hour in my money. As I say, 1985, they're still going, but apparently the first 11 were withdrawn in 2008. So it looks like they're being phased out slowly. Oh, there's a friend. I am going to try and bring sort of slightly more varied content to this channel. So it started off with let's just deal with that PZB issue. Let's be down to 85. In fact, it's warning us because we've got a 70 coming up, so that's fine. You don't want to miss the PZB, it spoils your life. I think we're all good here. So yeah, as I was saying before PZB rudely interrupted me, I'm going to bring a bit more content to this channel. So far it's been Train Sim World videos predominantly. I wanted to sort of grab the Train Sim World stuff from sort of before and after the update, but I'm going to bring some more. So I want to bring some classic Train Sim. It's not quite as beautiful as Train Sim World 2020, but it's still pretty good. The later routes are looking pretty good. I want to take out the Railjet Advance. I don't know if you've seen that. Very few people have covered it. I saw Squirrel covered it a couple of years ago. Actually, it's quite an old loco now for Train Simulator, but nonetheless, I enjoy driving it. Probably enjoy driving it actually more than I like driving the 182 on here, just for, I think the sound's got a few more features. Okay, so we're coming back up to 100 kilometers an hour. There we go. So just in case you don't know, I'm sure you do, but as you go past the speed markers there, sort of you put it this way, you don't have to use the last zero. So if it's 100 kilometers an hour, it shows 10, 70 kilometers an hour shows 7, and so on. But I'm sure you know that. Okay, 4 kilometers to go. We've got 1.6 kilometers to an 80 kilometer per hour. I think we can. Oh, in fact, we'll probably get PZB'd for this, so I probably can't go outside yet. See how we go. I don't know if you've got Ruhr Seig Nord on your train sim, but it's an absolutely stunning route. Okay, let's bring it back down to 80. In fact, I have to say, this is probably the most stunning route on Train Sim World, in my opinion. We've got 2.7 kilometers to go. I think we're okay. Just make sure I haven't got a signal here. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Not sure about that sound, but hey. Okay, 2.2 kilometers to Plettenberg. We are now 4 minutes late. Not quite the Deutsche Bahn German reliability that I'm sure these passengers would be used to. Why are we speeding? We're on a bit of a downhill. Okay, we're 1.5 out. All looking good so far. I'm feeling good with my 765 action points. Okay. Oh, I didn't actually mean to press that. Let's set that off. So we're 600 out, going to start slowing us down. So it's down a bit more than this. This, you have to watch this. This train does actually slow down extremely quickly. Probably overdid that, to be honest, but hey ho. As we're coming in, let's get set up with the controls that we now know how to use. What the? So we know how to use it. Except if you're a moron like me. Okay. Okay, we're a little past, but not as far back as, not as far past as Colonel Failure, so take that, Colonel. Okay. Look. Very noisy train, sorry headphone users. That's better. Shh. Just gonna have a little look around.
Bitte achten Sie auf den Abstand zwischen Zug- und Bahnsteigkante.
Exactly. Plettenberg. No slipping into trains. But look at that. Stunning. Right, we need to go. Press that one. Press that one. Let's fix that because I broke 120%. How's that possible? Right. Let's just sort of put it there. Right, stop fiddling. Okay. And off we go. So we're good for 110 pretty much. Let's set that. Let's dial that in. Let's watch us go past. There goes the noise machine. One thing I did forget to say, I don't know if this has got the, no, I don't think it's got the destination display. I think I'd have to do it the other side. Oh, look at that, I've doubled my points. Oh, wonderful. Right, so we are now late for our 7.5 kilometre away destination of Verdol. I'm sure that's pronounced exactly like I've just done it. Right, let's have a look at the wipers while we're here. Look at that. I mean, that motion blur is not so good on the wipers, is it? Fuzzpers. But look at that, I've got some action points for being under the speed for a change. So 6.2 to go. Have I got opening window? Yeah, and that's not too offensive, is it? We should probably close this door though. Oh. Close it. Don't think any of this is clickable. Nope. Interesting, I didn't actually get that C for alarm then. Maybe opening the window broke it. Let's close the window. So Ruhr Seig Nord didn't get the same treatment as sort of some of the newer routes like Main Spessartbahn. So this one hasn't got the sort of the updated scenario. I think they're called journeys. This one hasn't got journeys. There isn't a car that moves in this part of Germany apparently, so it's one of the sort of the old steel ones. But look at this view, beautiful, absolutely magnificent. The one thing you can say about Train Sim World 2020 is it is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Not necessarily always gorgeous sounding, but it looks good. Not sure about those tunnel noises, you know. Okay, 3.1 out. Let's go and have a look at the Autobahn. Nice car, sir. Okay, 2.6 out, so pay attention time. Okay, we've got a flashing green signal, which means that we need to slow down. Okay, 1.7 out. Okay. 1.4 out. Okay, let's turn off AFB. I think we can coast the rest of the way quite happily. Right, slow it right down. With the super brakes. Hold on to your T, Mrs. Passenger. Okay, looks like we're coming the other side of the platform this time. Well, what I'm going to do on this stop is see if I can get those destination displays working. Bit of 50%. We are coming in a little hot here. Okay, let's calm it down. Oh, let's stop it, it'll be fine. Let's stop here. Okay. Bit of that. Didn't overshoot my own switch this time. Right, let's go and sort out that destination display. Morning. Maybe it did sort of matter where I pulled up there. Okay, I shouldn't have had to go no failure. Where's the thingy? Where's the thingy? That's the thingy. Is that the thingy? That's not the thingy. Where's the thingy? There's the thingy. There we go. Right. Let's go. Okay, maybe I have to power it up. Whatever. I tried. What an absolute fail bot. Alright. Anyway, time to go. Beep, beep, beep. Brakes off. 70. And off we go. I should have acknowledged the speed change. Oops. Okay. Right. Let's go. 70. That's me going outside. That's my excuse that I'm sticking to it. Let's go. Into the tunnel. Oh look, it did come on, just only in that car. I can't hear anything. Okay, this has all gone horrendously wrong now. Horrendously wrong. No. Right, I'm not going outside. This is your fault, viewer, that didn't speak. Right, so I can still hit the T key, so we've got... a 12:28 at Let's Math, which is 14 kilometers away. Rip. And 12:44 is our last stop by looks of things. So let's see if I can do this without completely buggering it up again. Alright, let's... No. What am I... Ah! Right. Let's set this for the 90. I know we've got an 80 coming up, but let's use all of the forces. Okay, this is probably the PZB magnet here. It is indeed. Or maybe it's not. What do I know? I'm not a real train driver. So what about you guys? Do you well, it's just what about you guys? Very, very non-personal, Boxer Dog. What about you? Do you drive with PZB? Are you a SIFA fan? Are you a German route fan? I assume you're going to be a German route fan if you're watching this video. What are your favourite routes? That tunnel occlusion noise isn't so bad. It's pretty good. Okay, that's rubbish. Where is it gone? Obviously we're in the outside bit of tunnel now. Strange. Okay, so it's still 12 kilometers to go. There's me saying about fast routes. This one might not be the quickest. It's a triumph of kind of beigey brown. I don't know if it's like this in real life. I assume it is. These things are often modelled okay. I think the is it the AC30? The one from Northeastern Corridor. I'm sure in the sort of in the noise making room, someone was saying that the sort of panels were different, but so most of the time they seem to get it reasonably well done inside. The only thing I'll sort of cry for is a few more features, just a few more things actually happen. You know, the cold and dark sequences, not sure we're quite getting it in this game yet. Okay, tunnel occlusion noise. End of tunnel occlusion noise. Oh no, it works now. That's good, it works for the horn. This AFB would work a little better than it is at the moment. Okay, we're 1.6 kilometers away from a 70 limit. Still 9 kilometers to go. It's a bit like sort of getting in the car with your nan, heading downtown, you know, it's nice steady drive. Okay, this will be, not sure, press just in case. I was going to say I couldn't actually see a magnet, but anyway, let's slow it down. Again, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Okay. Not stopping it because we are the express service. Believe it or not, the slowest express I've ever been on, but we are an express service. Winding our way around here. Okay, we're late. I will try and speed up the prep for the next video, so you don't have to watch me be late throughout the whole thing. I have to say, actually, for all the German locos in this game, this is the most acceptable horn. The 182, the 145, and the 185. Why do I feel I've got that wrong? You can correct me in the comments. They've got party popper horns, but this one does actually sound a little more like it might do in real life. Again, Train Sim 2019 with the Railjet Advance got a really fantastic sounding horn. That's the difference, of course. With once you get the third-party content going, people can spend a lot more time with sort of the longer routes and the more detailed locos and the sort of the real sounds rather than the sort of synthetic trickery that Dovetail are giving us at the moment. 5.8 out. You have to say, when you're looking at it, it's been a while actually since I've driven Ruhr Seig Nord, but you have to admit, I mean, what other simulator have you got? I mean, sure, you know, I can see sort of there's sort of a drawing distance problem that's been there since this game first begun, but you have got to say, I mean, it's one of the prettiest simulators surely money can buy. If you don't agree, what's a better looking sim than this? I find it absolutely fantastic. More tunnel occlusion noises. Oh yeah. Look at that, we can get to the dizzy heights of 100 kilometers an hour very shortly. I was going to say tunnel sounds can go now, we're out. I did promise I wouldn't go outside actually and break things. Okay, 24 on the hectometer post and a 10 on the speedo board. There it is. I know we're supposed to wait for the back of the train, but I don't think the game does anyway, so I'm not going to. Okay, 2.7 out now. Yeah. So what I thought I'd do in a future video is to go through, and I've driven the BR182 before on this. I think it was on rapid transit, but I thought what I might do is, if it's what you want, I can do a video on a bit of a review, because I am aware that, you know, sort of this loco that we're driving here sort of came with, I think it was RSN, but the 182 you do have to buy separately. So you know, it's obviously is in a few videos on YouTube. It's even in one of mine. But if you want me to do a video specifically on a sort of a bit of a tour around that, maybe sort of coupling or setting up from cold and dark, do let me know in the comments and I'll make that the next video that I do. Right, we need to be slowing down here quite significantly. We are coming in very hot. Okay, put down the land anchor. Okay, well, maybe I've overcooked that a little bit. As you can see, it's been a while since I've driven this loco. Right, this looks like we're doing okay here. Okay. Okay. Like a glove. What I was going for. Oh, I just don't appear to be able to get through that bit. Look at these. I wish you could do more. I wish you had, like, the sort of one of the things that I miss is the free roam. Well, I know it has got a sort of a mode where you can sort of spawn as a walker or whatever and drive whatever's available, but it isn't like the sort of the free roam that you used to be able to do. You know, we sort of had a, you know, load of carriages and load of points, and you could sort of set stuff up no matter what the route was on the sort of classic train sim. I do sort of yearn for that in Train Sim World. But anyway, let's not make ourselves more late. Let's activate the chime button. Press that there, and then make haste. Okay, I think we can go to 100 kilometers an hour. I'll just check the signals. We're good. Let's watch us leave. Look at that pantograph. It's on very extend mode. And off we go. Yeah, need the HUD. Okay, 11 kilometers to the next stop, and that is the last one. So 11 more kilometers of RSN for you, for your viewing pleasure. I'm not sure about these houses that are sort of on the left-hand side there with that. They're very close to this train line. Surely even these things rumble up and down right outside your bedroom window would not be good. Right, let's slow it down. Like a boss. So one thing you can actually do in here, obviously you drive with the sort of the AFB control. That's this one here that I'm just sort of operating with the A and D keys like that. But one thing I did play with earlier by accident is this sort of tractive effort sort of slider there. But you can take manual control of this. I think it's auxiliary drive, where you sort of disable AFB. So let's sort of make things happen there, just so you can see it. If you haven't got this loco, you might be interested in sort of seeing that. It's quite nice reflections actually, quite well done. But yeah, I'm sure it's auxiliary drive. You sort of hit that on and you can drive with AFB. I say it's been a long time since I've driven this loco, so I'm not 100% sure. I should probably be looking more where I'm going, to be honest. Okay, we've got another one of these. Just the one car. Don't know how popular that is in Germany. Someone watching this video will know how popular, but I guess it's similar for the UK, where we've got sort of trains on the more regional lines that have 2 cars to them. But I think they're mostly all being replaced now with 4-car stuff. Right, we can get up to 120. Let's just dial that in now. Obviously in Germany, you can only drive up to 160 kilometers per hour in this sort of manual-ish mode that I'm driving in now. Say manual, it is AFB controlled. But after 160, you need to be in an LZB zone. And unfortunately, there is an LZB has not yet been implemented into Train Sim World. When I do the Train Sim 2019 video, I'll show you the LZB system. It's actually fantastic. It's sort of almost auto drive, not quite auto drive, because it sort of slows you for signals, but not for stations, unless it's got a signal at the end, of course. But it is a fantastic technology. Right, we are 5.9 kilometers out. We are doing full blistering speeds of 120, which is some miles per hour. Okay, green signal, so I can have a bit of a look. That dirt on the top, isn't that fantastic? Absolutely stunning. Do any of these work? No. That will be the CIFA pedal, I guess. Oh no, that's the CIFA there. That looks like an office chair. I'm sure I've got one of those at work. Okay, we're supposed to be in Hagen in 1 minute's time. I think we have caught up a little bit. We have been sort of consistently 7 kilometers away at the point that we're supposed to be somewhere, so I think we've caught up a smidge. Quite a good smidge as well. All green signals. By the way, if anybody wants to know how to drive using sort of PZB, LZB, these sort of safety systems, also because there's also a sort of slightly different one, I think it's called Zub in Austria. You want to check out PTG Rails channel. He's got he does sort of some route learning where he can drive without the HUD. I don't quite know how he does it. but he's got a German and Austria signalling guide. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you've got Train Sim World 2020 and you do like your German routes, do go and check out that channel, because he's got a real fantastic sort of instructions on how to deal with a lot of the signals in Germany and the PZB and LZB systems. And I have to say, once you've learnt it, although like me, you can be not perfect at it, but once you've learnt it, it makes this game a lot more rewarding. It actually makes driving in Germany a lot more challenging and rewarding, which is great. Okay, it's 110. Let's slow that down. Small bit of brake, let's give it minimum. That'll do. There's the 110, and then we've got 3 point. Oh, we're back up to 120 coming up. I'm just gonna push it a little bit. Don't have a go. Right, that's where 120 was supposed to be. So I'm not breaknecking it, am I? Am I? Okay, 2.3 kilometers to the 100 kilometer per hour limit, and 5.2 to go. So we're doing okay. From 100, so I'll probably need to acknowledge something. Let's find out. Okay, let's if that was the 3.5 kilometers, that went extraordinarily quickly. Okay, we're 3.5 away from Hagen. Look at that, no speeding. Right, I do need to keep an eye on the signals here, because we're likely to be pushed into sort of a signal speed of 40 kilometers per hour at some point. 2.6 out. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of this by coasting. I'm not sure I'm going to need any more speed. Okay, so here's our warning that we've got looks like a 40 limit on this signal. It is a 40 limit. Let's get right down. I know we're coming up to a 50 limit, but wanted to make sure we've slowed down enough so we don't exceed the signal speed when we get there. Which is coming up now. Okay, Pizza B with 1000 hertz again. We're now coming up to our last stop. Okay, we're the other side. We'll get a 500 hertz activation shortly, because I'm sure there'll be a red signal at the end of. There we go. There'll be a red signal at the end of this that we do not wish to meet. Okay, we are now at Hagen. Okay, let's open her up. Let's go and have a little look-see. Oh, hello. Look in the sort of cupboard of things. Yeah, I'm not sure what I've done. I've not put sort of lights on and stuff in there. If you know what I've done, let me know. Say I'm not used to this loco or this route. Can't open that. Okay, wait for the last ones to load, and let's see how I did. And there we go. So speed limit wise, that's not bad. You can see that I exceeded here on a bit of a early speed up. And here, I think this was, in fact, that was where I kept emergency stopping. So, you know, whoops, sped there as well. But, you know, I'm talking to you guys. So, you know. Right, let's have a standout here. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed that one, guys. Let me know what you think. Oh, excuse you. Obviously, let me know if you want to see the 182 introduction or sort of run through video. And thank you very much for watching. Please remember to subscribe and hit the like button and leave me a comment. Really appreciate I'm getting back to everybody that leaves a comment. And I'll see you on another video. Take care, guys.